Welcome back. People watching the show ought to know who Bob Ketchum is. He's sat a couple times. He's sat as a co-host, right?
A couple of times
on the show.
I don't remember one of them. I was in a diabetic coma.
Okay.
Apparently, you do remember those.
Okay.
Well, we're out of time, folks. Sorry, got to go.
That's it. So, Bob, you have donated your entire music collection to the Butler Center in Little Rock?
Yeah, well, it's not the entire music collection, but it's most of it. Most of the music that I've been recording, I guess, from about '66 up to I'm still working. So
Now you just uploaded some more music in the past couple weeks, didn't you? A couple tunes.
yeah, there's the latest project is the Waveform project I'm doing with Ron Miller, so that's also included in it. But for about 2 years, and we may have even talked about this, I've been working on my video archives to donate to the Reynolds Library.
Right.
But they don't really have an interest in the music. It's not really their thing. And I really wanted to try to get this music accessible to the public. And I guess I just woke up one day, and because for years, and you know, when you're in the music business, you're trying to peddle your music.
Sure.
So for years I recorded bands and was trying to get a deal for them or get them into a publishing company or get someone to record one of their songs. And I woke up one morning and realized that I had over 500 songs in my library and no one had ever heard any of this music. And I thought, well, this is stupid. What am I holding out for? So I met David Strickland, who's the head of administration at the Central Arkansas Library in Little Rock, the Butler Center. And they have quite an state of Arkansas heritage arm or portion of that museum. And he happens to, we made friends over the internet, and I mentioned to him that I had all these songs and I wish I could find a home, you know, for the songs. And he just jumped on the bandwagon right away and said, I think the Butler Center would really like to have this music because it is a very large segment of music that is from this part of the country and that no one has ever heard. And so that's the basis of it.
And what's ironic about all that stuff, you know, some of the more celebrated artists, not only in music and artwork and that kind of thing, they weren't well known when they were working.
No, well, we just lost Levon Helm.
Yeah, right.
He's one of the few true Arkansans. Glenn Campbell, I guess Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
And Arkansas is we're kind of caught, aren't we, between the South and whatever blues, I suppose, rockabilly, that kind of stuff. Oddly enough, the music that I've been recording has a great deal of, the majority of it is not country music. When I was working with Crocus here in the 80s, which is a heavy metal band, every weekend I was booked with a regional or local band that heard I'd worked with Crocus and they wanted to record with me. So a lot of that music came from there. I've got a couple of spots in the library that is country music, but most of it's blues, rock, soul.
Well, why don't you tell our viewers what the Butler Center is in case there are people at home who aren't
The
familiar.
Butler Center is located right next to the Clinton Library. It is
in Little Rock.
In Little Rock, correct. It is a heritage project. I don't know how else to call it that, but they specialize in Ozark and Arkansas artists and writers, musicians, that sort of thing. So it's a part of that the Central
Arkansas Library
Arkansas, thank you. Central Arkansas Library. It is a part of that library, and I believe I've been down there. It's in a new wing or a floor or something like that. But they tell me that what they want to do is set up a kiosk and have my music accessible and in a database that is searchable.
Yeah, so this will all be audio, not sheet
It
music?
would all be audio. It's all
okay.
audio. I'm providing all of the master audio files to them. It's 500 and... You know, when you get old, you just can't remember everything, can you?
No, when you're young, you can't remember
That's
anything
true.
either.
It's 560 songs, and there are 51 artists in this collection.
But the artists are not all from Arkansas.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they are. So all,
yeah,
all of the artists.
That's why when you said you're donating all your library, I said no, I'm not.
Just the Arkansas part.
Just the Arkansas, because that's the heritage part of it.
Okay. And the format that it's in now, so is it reel-to-reel?
MP3s.
MP3s.
It's
so
all
you've got
digital.
that converted over.
I've converted everything
so
over.
they'll have a kiosk and they can, I guess,
You'll
search
just
the
key it up
group.
basically, and then have headphones or something
Exactly.
like that.
I still maintain the intellectual ownership of the material, and we haven't gotten any further than that. And if, but they, David told me that if they get a lot of interest in the public that would like access to the music, some of the music, we may try to figure some way out of being able to provide that to them where they can take it out of the library with them.
Okay.
And these groups are probably no longer together?
A lot of them are no longer together.
Or they grouped with another group? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
you know how that goes. They've splintered off into other
It was
groups.
me and you, now it's me and him, there's
That's
you two.
exactly right. The family tree grows.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of there's a band called Paper Kid out of Fort Smith that I was their manager for a while. We recorded 26 songs, I think. Now Whiplash Gumbo, which is the music vehicle for Randy Keck, who lives in Siloam Springs. We've recorded 6 albums together, so I have 46 songs of his, and he's still, matter of fact, we're working on his latest album right now. Actually, when I say we recorded our first album together with him, that's the way it was. It was Black Gold. It was actually a 33 1/3 vinyl record that we cut together. That was our first album, and now
that was a miracle to have anything published on vinyl back in those days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff that I've recorded is it's pretty incredible when you look through the library and you see all this wonderful music. It's all original music.
Yeah.
There's no cover tunes.
That's neat.
And it's all great stuff. I mean, not because I recorded it. I was just in the right place at the right time, and musicians never have money. So when they come to you with a new song and they want to record it, I couldn't say no just because they didn't have the money. So I said, what the heck? So I turned on the recorder and I recorded it. Well, 560 songs later, you know, and that's the truth. That's the way it worked.
Well, congratulations on that feat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of that
I
on
bet you
behalf
are.
of my artists. I really am.
Now, how's the book going?
The book is still doing great. I've got it online, and it's
Because
just...
it's got audio download also, right?
It does. It has 75 audio files, of which those are going to be part of the Butler Library.
That's
Okay.
nice. Nice.
So it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
The book's doing real well. It's
So
not...
it's a book of your memoirs, your history.
Yeah, Face the Music, and it's not selling like hotcakes,
Well,
but
But where can we get a copy of that?
online through my website at cedarcreststudio.com.
Okay, cedarcrest.
Just look at the picture of moi, and it says Face the Music. You click on it, and it'll take you to a PayPal website.
Okay, wonderful.
Well, maybe one of these days you'll wake up and you'll have another idea. Isn't that how
Well,
they
you know,
usually...
I've got one, but we'll save that for another
Okay.
show.
Yeah.
All right. Bob, it's always a pleasure to see you here. And thanks. And
thank you
and
very
when
much.
she's not here, we'll have you to
Yeah,
sit
I'm
in
going to
for
be
it.
doing some run around this summer, Bob.
Do me
so
a
keep
favor,
your
don't run
calendar
around.
clear.
Stick around.
No.
I'm not a very good co-host.
I've got to go
You've
visit.
got to have at least 2 or 3 brownies standing
Really?
by.
Well, the only time we get any reaction on Facebook is when you're on the show.
Is that a good thing?
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. They don't. But I've got to go to Colorado and see my kids. So
All right.
I'll
Well,
be
just
gone
let me
in- I'll
know.
be gone in July for about a week.
Call my secretary and set up an appointment.
I'll book.
Yeah.
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 We'll talk. Right.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank all the guests. We're completely out of
Completely
time.
out of time. Woo,
Are you going to be here
second
next week?
thing. I am going to be
Okay,
here
so I
next
won't go
week.
through withdrawal symptoms next week.
Daniel, I will be here for you, baby.
Okay, all right.
We'll be back.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again
Bye.
next time.